Hello. All right, so I am living what I'm preaching right now. We're getting hit with random rain squalls and wind squalls. So I'm out with my trusty handy dandy umbrella, maintaining my habits, maintaining the strength on my habits happening. And I had a great conversation with a coaching client last night where she ended up running into a really couple hectic weeks, and she stopped exercising, she stopped doing food prep and meal planning and things like that. And she said, I just thought to myself, if I can't do my hour on my Peloton, why bother? Why bother doing any of it? And so I walked her through the process. We developed her minimums, her basic, and her preferred. So that way the next time she's faced with a similar situation, and there's the wind, she will be able to better navigate, and she will be able to say, I'm in a really stressful, hectic period right now, so I am not going to be able to do my preferred hour on the Peloton, but I'm going to maintain my habit of exercise. And I went and I explained to her how we need to look at all of our habits in two different ways. One is you're keeping your habit muscle strong by doing the behavior daily, even if it's not at the level you would prefer. So if you're somebody who likes to go to gym classes or do strength training or use a Peloton and you're just getting hit with lots of busyness and craziness, people are sick, whatever is going on in your life, you may not be able to do all that. But it doesn't mean exercise should disappear from the radar, because once you get your habits going, it's like pushing a boulder. It was heavy and hard to start, but once it gets a little bit of momentum, you find that it's easier to push. So when I go on vacation, when I do anything really, I keep a couple habits super consistent, even though they don't look the way that I would want them to look under normal circumstances. So for example, if I'm on vacation, I may not have my weights, I may not have my kettlebells, but can I do some body weight exercise? Sure. Can I go for walks? Sure. Could I pack my jump rope and do short little workouts here and there? Sure. And I stay consistent with that, because that muscle in of itself, it's your habit muscle, needs to be routinely exercised. You need to do it consistently. When I go on vacation, holidays, whatever, I meal plan. I meal plan 52 weeks out of the year. I don't care where I am. I need to have a general idea of what it is I'm going to eat, even if it's at nothing but restaurants the entire time. I flex my muscle of meal planning no matter what. I flex my muscle of journaling my food no matter what. Whether it's paper pencil, whether it's calories, whether it's points, whether it's pictures of food, it really doesn't matter, because what it is it keeps me mindful of what I'm doing. I don't say, oh my gosh, I'm going to be eating horribly this next couple of days, I'm going to be on vacation, I'm not going to track. Because what that does is it weakens the habit muscle of tracking. So then historically what happens to most people, they come back from vacation, they come back from holiday, they come off of a very stressful period for whatever reason, and they then go, this feels so hard, I haven't been working out for the last 2 weeks, I'm just not going to do it. And before you know it, all those habits you had gotten going before the event now really feel very heavy. They feel like a lot of work to reestablish, because they are. Whereas what I propose is you do the bare, excuse my language, ass minimum to that way keep that boulder ever so slightly moving. And that might just be a 15-minute power walk. There's a dog. That might mean you journal your food with no restrictions on calories, or you just write it down every day in a notepad so you keep that habit practice going. You might meal plan even though you're hitting McDonald's every day because you're in a hospital somewhere watching out for somebody. You just say, you know what? This week, McDonald's, I'm going to look it up. I'm going to see what they got to offer. That's going to be what I eat. I know I'm going on vacation. I'm going to hit this, and this restaurant. Great. I might buy these things to keep in my Airbnb. Great. You don't have to drop the habit. You don't have to say the habit can't exist in an alternate reality. It can totally exist. When I was in the hospital with my son in New York in March, I was walking, I was journaling. They have hospital eggs in MyFitnessPal, who knew? I was doing all those things even though I'm in quarantine, even though I'm stuck in a hospital room for 3 or 4 days in New York. I still did those things because I didn't want to come out and have to reestablish a habit. I want the habit momentum to stay there. The other area that we work on habits, and this is where a lot of people put a lot of time and focus, it's not on the consistency and it's not on keeping the momentum. It's more on the level of effort or the ability to do what we would consider to be preferred or to show improvement and growth. And what I mean by that is, if you like to do an hour-long Peloton workout and you can't do it, you feel it's not worthy, right? Whereas I, as a coach, would say, oh no, getting in a 5 or 10 minute walk and calling that your exercise for today, totally a good idea. But we say we have these expectations, right? Hour-long Peloton walk. I expect my meal plan is going to be super healthy and clean. So if it's not, I don't feel comfortable doing a meal plan. I believe I should be eating 1,600 calories. If I can't hit that today, I just don't want to track. And where people hurt themselves is because they have these expectations on their habits. They let go of them when they can't do those. And that is where the crumble down happens. Expect in life, whether it's COVID, somebody's hospitalized, somebody dies, you get sick, your refrigerator burns up, your kitchen's being remodeled, whatever the life situation is, it's gonna happen. You're not gonna be able to do everything to the level you want. So you have to have a different plan of action for those real life moments when you realize, oh, I'm not gonna be able to do these things. So what is the very watered down version of it that can keep my habit muscle flexed, that can keep me consistent? Oh, more wind gusts. Because ultimately, if you don't do that, then when the event ends, and it will, right? All bad things do come to an end. When it comes to an end, you now have to reestablish your habits, and that's more work for you. Whereas if you had just done something a little bit every day, you would come out of that feeling so much more in control of yourself, and you would feel like then I can improve upon. So it's the improve upon part that trips us up. You will get to improve upon. Keep the maintenance of the habit. Don't let that slip through your fingers. And you can always increase intensity, technique, make things more the way you want them. But if you drop the ball on the habit altogether, now you've got 2 jobs: reestablishing the habit and looking for ways to improve what you're doing. So I hope this helps. I hope it makes sense. Maintain your habit integrity and then look to making improvements when things are in a good place. But realize that your life doesn't stop. You're always going to be faced with new obstacles. And the idea is how to navigate through those and come out on the other end still moving toward the goals that you set for yourself. All right, I hope this video helped. Please like and subscribe. Let me know how I can better help you in the comments. And feel free to share these videos with anyone you think might benefit. You guys have a great day, and I'll talk to you soon.